Hi guys, and welcome back to my holiday table. Today I'm really excited to share with you homemade eggnog. And this is really cool, and I want to also show you how easy it is. We're going to start while I'm talking. I'm going to start cracking these eggs into this bowl. The reason that I wanted to share this with you today is because, as you know, I'm sugar alternative, but the thing about doing eggnog, if you're sugar alternative, is it is incredibly difficult to find anything in the stores, on the grocery store shelves, in an eggnog that is sugar-free or sugar alternative. Sometimes you can find the soy or the coconut-based eggnogs, but finding something that is sugar alternative, like I said, very difficult to find. So I have come up with a sugar alternative eggnog. And the thing about it, you guys, is I've been looking for this for a while, just trying to find the perfect recipe, because some eggnogs are just really, really difficult to make. They take a long time. This eggnog recipe is super easy, it's super fun, and it doesn't have 25 ingredients, okay? So we're going to get into this very quickly. Into our bowl, we have our eggs, and we're going to whisk those with monk fruit. Now, this looks like sugar, so if you're doing this with regular sugar, it's going to work just fine. You're just going to use all granulated sugar, where I use monk fruit and agave. Okay, guys, we're going to continue to whisk this until the eggs are kind of thick and ribbon-like. And when that happens, we're going to be ready with our hot milk mixture to add to that. Okay, now, when you're doing that process, don't despair. It does take about 5 minutes, okay? But if you have a stand mixer, you can just let it go. Just let it go to town, okay? When it gets all thick and foamy like this, and you see it's almost ribbon-like when it comes up like that, that's what you want. Now we're going to get our milk mixture ready. Now, in this big measure, I have a half of a cup of heavy cream and 1.5 cups of half and half. Now, here's the thing. You can use in this recipe, you can use all milk. It'll be just fine. If you want the lighter, on the palate, you don't want that heaviness, that heavy cream on the palate. I wanted it a little bit lighter, but not completely skim feeling on the palate. So that's why I've done the half a cup of heavy cream and the 1.5 cups of half and half. Now, like I said, if you want that heavier feeling or that really rich taste on your palate, use 2 cups of heavy cream or any combination of half and half heavy cream or milk, okay? Now, into that is going to go 3 cups of milk, and this does not have to be completely exact. And then this is going to go heated in the microwave, and we're going to stir it every about 30 seconds, and we do not want this to boil. Very, very important. Don't boil your milk. You want to bring it to very, very hot, but below the boiling point. We're gonna let that go for about 3 minutes, but like I said, every 30 seconds, we're gonna stir that and check that, because we don't want it, like I said, we don't want it to boil. We just want it really, really good and hot. And you can see that steam coming off the top, and that tiny bit of skim that comes on it. But see that foam just around the edges like that? That is how you know that your milk is really good and hot, that you have not boiled it. All right. In the old days, they used to call that scalding, which was an important step if you had raw milk. We're going to add our hot milk into our egg mixture with the whisk running. Okay. Now, remember guys, this is almost fully egg right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this very slowly so that we don't curdle our eggs. Let me get an old towel right here just in case. Oh, that's pretty. Now, before we add the rest of it, we're gonna have to transfer to a bigger bowl. Be right back. Okay, now that we got out our big jumbo bowl, my biggest glass bowl was preoccupied. We had to make a switcheroo. All right, so into that goes our agave. And I'm choosing to use agave in this. You can use, like I said, you can use all granulated sugar if you want. But I'm choosing to use agave for my additional sweetener in there because I want a very, very mild flavored sugar alternative. I don't want to add any other flavoring to this than what it's inherently going to have with the recipe. All right, now this is going to be cooled down for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to add the good stuff. Now, our eggnog mixture has cooled down for 5 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more. And now we're going to add our vanilla, our nutmeg. Okay, guys, now, if you are doing this non-alcoholic, for a non-alcoholic beverage for your holiday table, you're done. Okay, so you're going to put this into a pitcher or some kind of refrigerator canister and put it in the refrigerator and let it chill down completely. You can heat it cup by cup if you want to, or you can heat the whole thing. Just heat it very, very gently over a very, very low heat to bring it up to whatever temperature you want to drink it at. Now, if you do want alcohol in it for the holidays, you can use whatever's your favorite. You can use rum, you can use whiskey, you can use brandy. I prefer a blend of cognac and brandy. So I'm going to go for about a half and half blend. We're going to do about a half a cup of cognac and about a half of a cup of brandy. But this is the part, guys, where, you know, do what you want, okay? If you don't want it very strong, just add a tiny bit. Okay, we've got about 3/4 of a cup going in that whole mixture. And now from here, what I like to do, because I have so many people in my group that they like their eggnog cold, I'm going to put this into a vessel to put it into the refrigerator, cool it down completely. And then when I bring it out, I will sprinkle it with a teeny bit of nutmeg for serving. So we're going to get this chilled down, and then we'll do a taste test on this after it's completely cool. Okay guys, our eggnog is chilled. I've got a little sprinkle of nutmeg on the top because that's the way I like to enjoy it. Ooh, time for a taste test. Oh my goodness sake, that's perfect. Now, why this is perfect for me, you guys, is because we have, remember, just that little bit of that cream in there, but the other is the 1% milk and the little bit of half and half. So what you end up with is this beautifully decadent, satiny beverage with that nutmeg that just shines through. But also, what you have is a lighter version of this drink. You know how when you get eggnog in the grocery store, I remember when I didn't use sugar, and it's lovely and it's yummy, but you can only drink just a teeny bit, and then you're like, oh my goodness, the nog, right? Well, making this with the lighter milk and the lighter cream version on this, you get all that flavor and not as much fat coating the palate, and it's just lovely. So you guys, I hope you give this a try. Good You see I'm having to go back for another sip because it's just so wonderful. So lovely on the palate. So guys, when you try this, because I know you're gonna love it, leave me a comment and give us a little like and all, you know what I'm gonna say. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that. That's helping us out so much, and we just love bringing our holiday table to you guys. Well, that wraps it up for today. I'm gonna go enjoy this by the fireplace, and we'll see you next time on Things Tina Does.